No.
Any doubts related to your homework?
Yeah, in second question, third part and fifth part.
Second question. Bacha, can you tell me the page number again?
51.
51. Okay. Huh. What did you say? Second question?
Third part and fifth part.
Third and fifth. Okay, let's get started. So these were your homework. The fourth one you did. Did you check your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, the
It's
answer was
correct.
correct. And the third and let me just check if it's recording. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it is recorded. Fine. Okay, so the third part.
I have a question. So,
Yes.
like, kite, if we
Yes.
rotate our paper a little bit, it becomes a parallelogram. So how are we like to differentiate?
It becomes a parallelogram just by rotating the paper. Okay,
Yeah.
look at this. Look at this, okay? Fine. These
Yeah.
two sides are equal. These two sides are equal. No sides are parallel to each other. यहाँ पे कोई भी sides एक दूसरे से parallel नहीं है. ठीक है? Now tell me, no matter at what angle you put your paper, the sides की length are not changing, ना?
Yeah.
ये साइड्स पहले भी पैरेलल नहीं थे, अब भी पैरेलल नहीं होंगे, है ना? Just by changing your angle of the paper, do you think the sides will suddenly magically become parallel to each other?
No.
No, right? So this doubt is clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's this is Z, this is 90 degrees, this is 3 degrees. This is very easy, Hiba. हाँ बताइए कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है?
Like first of all, we will be doing that part, right? Like y plus x plus 30 gives
But it's not
180.
30. It's 3 degrees.
No, it's
It's
30.
3, right? It's 30. Okay, so there must be a mistake in my book. Let me make it. So that's what I was thinking. How can 3 degrees be so big? Okay, fine. So it's 30 degrees. Good. Acha, Hiba, before we do that, do you think we can apply some kind of a rule over here? Look at these two angles. ये जो
I think x will be 90 degree because it is vertically
very
opposed to
good.
90.
Very good, Hiba. X is equal to 90 degrees because it is vertically opposite to this 90 degree over here. Okay.
So now we can do that, right? 30 plus 90 plus y
Yes.
gives 180.
Yes. So y
Becomes finding. It will be 60 degrees.
very good. 60 degrees. Okay. Now let's come to Z. And by the way, this is a parallelogram, है ना? Consider the following parallelograms. So this is 60. All right. Now what do we do?
I think Z will be is equal to y because they are alternate interior angles.
Very good. Alternate interior angles. Very good, Hiba. So Z is equal to Y because alternate interior angles. Okay.
Yeah.
So you solved the entire question. I didn't even help you.
Yeah.
Now let's come to the fifth one.
Fifth one is confusing because there's a line that is dividing it, so that's why.
Okay.
Is it because it's a triangle? It's forming a triangle.
Let's see. Let's see. Don't worry. I'm not going to make the dotted line. I'm just gonna make a straight normal line. Okay. And this is y. This is 112. This is z. This is 40. This is x. Yeah. Okay. Now यहाँ पे दो तो आपको ऐसे ही पता चल जाएंगे दो एंगल्स.
I mean, we can say that y is equal to 112 and 40 is equal to
Yes.
x. But
No, no,
like,
no. You cannot say that 40 is equal to x. How is 40 equal to x?
no, 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 I can't say that.
Hmm.
No,
Y is equal to
40 is equal to x because it is opposite angles, right?
it is.
Opposite angles, like
अच्छा.
opposite
बच्चे
angles.
एक बात मुझे बताइए. 40 and x opposite angles हैं. This is 40 and this is x. Are they opposite angles? No. You know why? Opposite angles क्या है मैं बताती हूँ. This angle and this angle are opposite angles. है
Yeah,
ना?
but okay,
उसमें this
understood.
tiny portion is also included.
Yeah, but how is y is equal to 112? Because there's a line that is, separating
Okay.
them.
Okay. Is this line changing anything about the angles?
No.
Is this line disturbing the angles, these two angles?
What do you mean by that?
Is this for example, this middle line or diagonal, it is disturbing these two angles, है ना? How it is cutting them, है ना? It is cutting them in between. So it is coming in between these two angles. But how about y and 112 degrees? This line is not disturbing them in any way. This line is not coming in their way. This line is not changing anything about the angles. Imagine you remove this line. Now look at y and 112. है ना? So उस line के होने ना होने से y और 112 पे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा ना?
Yeah. So y is going to be 112.
Yes. Y is 112 degrees, 112 degrees because
Opposite angles are
opposite
equal.
opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Okay, done. Now, anything else that you think could be equal over here? I'm gonna give
Um,
you a hint
I think
that
I think it is going to be like 40 plus 112 plus x gives 180 degrees because it is a triangle.
very good. Okay. अच्छा उससे पहले let's do this. These two are parallel lines, yes, because it's a parallelogram.
Yeah.
This is a transversal.
Yeah.
Can you see any alternate interior angles over here?
Yeah.
Which are those?
X and z
So they are going to be
equal.
equal because they are alternate interior angles. So instead of z, I'm just gonna write x. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Fine.
Yeah.
Or fine, we can just write z. Let's not get confused. Anyway, moving on. Let's do this. What you were saying. This thing. Let's solve this
Angle
triangle and
sum
find out.
property.
Yes, very good. करिए.
It's going x is equal to 32 degrees.
X is equal to 32 degrees. Are you sure about that? No. See,
Wait, let me check.
40 plus 112, right? 112 plus 40. Basically, okay, let me write it like this. X plus 112 plus 40 gives you 180. So X plus, and now what's 112 plus 40? Hiba?
152.
152. है ना? Now X equals 180 minus 152, which is 28.
Oh, we have to minus. We have to subtract.
Yes. ठीक है?
So it's going to be 18 degrees.
28 बेटा. अभी तो दिखाया मैंने
Just,
आपको.
oh yeah, sorry.
ठीक है? So X is 28. Now if X is 28, then Z is also 28.
Yeah,
Yes?
because they are alternate interior angles.
Yes. So we have found all three.
By the way,
ठीक है?
can you show an example for interior angles on the same side?
Okay. Interior angles on the same side of the transverse. This and this. Okay. Interior का क्या मतलब है बच्चे? Interior means, see,
Inside.
exterior is this. Yeah, exterior means जो बाहर है. This is exterior. Okay. This is exterior. And the pink one is interior. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Transversal के same side पे हैं. दोनों ही left side पे. ठीक है, समझ में आया?
Yeah. Can you show it like on a parallelogram?
Okay, on a parallelogram. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made it like this. ठीक है. Interior angles on the same side of the parallelogram. Now parallel sides क्या हैं यहाँ पे? Parallel sides are this. Oops, sorry. This and this are parallel lines. Transversal is this. Okay. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal are going to be this, and let me, okay, wait, I should just make it a little bit, extend it like this. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. This and interior angles. Yeah. No, wait a minute. I do something wrong. Or I should just make it like this. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Think of it like this. This is the parallelogram. Okay.
Okay.
And that these two are interior angles on the same side of the transverse. समझ में आया?
Yeah, but will like figures come like this? Like is it?
Okay, Hiba, one sec. This is your parallelogram, and these are your interior angles on the same side of the transversal. This is a normal parallelogram, na?
Yeah, but we would say it is like adjacent angles.
Yeah, they are adjacent angles in the because the parallelogram, so they are adjacent angles. But they are also interior angles on the same side of the transversal. आप याद करिए हमने क्या बात की थी कि interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, है ना?
Yeah, but for example, it is like the down angle is 80 degrees and the upper angle is x. So if we do like interior angles on the same side, then x is equal to 80, right?
No. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal की property ये होती है कि they are supplementary.
So it will be like
Interior
x plus 8 gives 180.
x plus 80 gives 180. Yes.
Okay.
Any other doubts?
No.
All right, let's move forward. Hiba, your exam is on 6th, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
12th.
Yeah, 12th. Next Monday.
Monday. Okay. Fine. So by the way, is it possible for you to have a class on Friday or Sunday?
Yeah.
Either of those 2 days.
Yeah.
Friday or Sunday, and just one day before your exam, we'll take an extra class because we missed a class last Saturday. So let's come to question number 3. Read out the question, please.
Can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees?
First, let's draw a parallelogram. A, B, C, D. You know, a lot of students, they make this mistake, and I want you to be aware of it so that you don't ever make this mistake. When they want to name a parallelogram, what they do, or any quadrilateral for that matter, they write it as A, B, C, D. Is this correct or wrong?
It is wrong. C should lie under the line of B.
Acha, so if this is how I write the name of the quadrilateral, तो इसका name क्या होगा? What will this quadrilateral be called? जैसे कि इसका नाम है ABCD, quadrilateral ABCD और parallelogram ABCD. इसका क्या नाम
that
होगा?
will be called ABDC.
Very good, Hiba. Okay, good. I just wanted to clear things out so that there's no room for confusion. Okay. So they're asking ki, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees? If this angle plus this angle gives you 180 degrees, can it be a parallelogram? They're asking.
I mean, if the measure of both angles are 90 degree, then only it can give 180. But if
Very
it's not,
good.
then it can't.
Yes. So in this answer, you have to write it like this, that the question is, can it be a parallelogram? You will say yes if angle B is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degrees, then angle B plus angle D is 180 and it is a parallelogram. Okay?
Can I also write, but not always, if the angles are not 90 degrees?
Yeah, but you don't have to write it. I'll tell you why you don't have to write not always, because you are already mentioning if this is equal to 90. जब भी हम कहते हैं कि if this is equal to this, या फिर if we say that, हम कभी अगर कहते हैं कि if so and so condition, तो हमें जरूरी नहीं है हम कहें कि but not always, because it is obvious कि जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं उसके लिए ये कंडीशन होना जरूरी है. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
है ना? So we don't need to mention that but not always वाला part. ठीक है?
All right.
So now let's come to the second part. AB equals BC equals 8 and AD equals 4 and BC equals 4.4. ये तो आपको ड्रॉ करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, उसको तो ऐसे समझ में आ जाएगा. बताइए. AB आपको दिख रहा है, DC आपको दिख रहा है. AB और DC तो इक्वल है ना?
It will not be a parallelogram because AD and BC are not equal and they are
Very
supposed to be
good.
parallel.
Parallel and equal, right?
Yeah.
And over here they are not equal, but in a parallelogram opposite sides are supposed to be equal and parallel, but these two are not equal, so it's not a parallelogram. ठीक है?
Okay.
हाँ. Shall we move to the next question?
Yeah. Angle A is equal to 70 degrees and angle C is equal to 65 degrees.
Angle A ये रहा,
Yes.
angle C ये रहा. This is 70 and this is 65.
No, it can't be because opposite angles are supposed to be equal.
Equal, exactly. So again,
But,
the exact same thing that you said, that will be the answer.
But can there be a parallelogram? Can there be a parallelogram where the opposite angles are not equal or opposite sides?
Opposite sides are not equal. It can't be
No, opposite
a
angles.
parallelogram. Opposite angles are not equal. Again, it can't be. Why? Because what is the definition of parallelogram, बच्चे? Remember?
Yeah.
कहाँ गया? हम कहाँ पे बात कर रहे थे? हाँ, ये रहा parallelogram. Opposite angles are equal. हमने clearly mention किया था, है ना?
Alright, I got it.
ठीक है. फिर next question पे आते हैं.
Draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles of equal measure.
चलिए करते हैं. Oh, sorry, question number 4. It's not a parallelogram but has two opposite angles of equal measure. So let's say I make एक 90 degree यहाँ बना दिया.
Will it be a rectangle?
Let's see. I don't think it can be a rectangle, Hiba. It cannot be a rectangle. Let me tell you why.
No, it will be a square.
Wait. It can be a rectangle, I tell you. Okay, I have an idea. Instead of me trying to draw it like this, see, square is a parallelogram, है ना?
Yeah. No, how is square a parallelogram? Because a parallelogram is like, it is a little bit tilted and a square is not.
बच्चे, parallelogram की definition क्या होती है? This is the definition of parallelogram. ठीक है, these two are the definition of parallelogram. पढ़िए जरा parallelogram की definition. और मैं यहाँ पे एक square बना रही हूँ और आप मुझे ये बताइएगा कि ये square जो है क्या ये इसकी definition को fulfill करता है या नहीं. ठीक है. Tell me.
Both sides are equal.
Opposite sides are equal or
And
not? You tell me. In square, opposite sides are equal
yeah,
or not?
yeah,
Yes, they are equal. Are they parallel or not?
they are.
Opposite angles are equal or not?
Not
Opposite
always.
angles, not always. Square में opposite angles equal नहीं होते हैं.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Square में opposite angles क्या होते हैं? They are all 90, 90, 90, 90, right? So opposite angles are equal. 90 ये भी है और इसका opposite भी 90 है. So square is a parallelogram or not?
It is.
It is. What about a rectangle? Is a rectangle a parallelogram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Because it has all the properties of parallelogram.
Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides equal and parallel. Opposite angles equal. So it has all the properties of a parallelogram. ठीक है? Clear हो गई बात आपको? Is a rhombus a parallelogram or not?
It is.
It is. Okay. Tell me one thing. All squares are parallelograms. True or false?
True.
True. All rectangles are parallelograms. True or false?
True.
All parallelograms are squares. True or false?
True.
All parallelograms are squares. This is a parallelogram where this is 60, this is 60, and this is 120, and this is 120. Is this a square?
But all squares are parallelogram, but so how is all parallelograms not square?
This is an example of how all parallelograms are not squares. But these are two entirely different things now. If I say that all girls are children, is this true or not? All girls are children.
Yeah.
It is true. If I say all children are girls, sorry, all children are girls, is this true or false?
False.
False. Why? Because there are some children who are not girls. There are some children who are boys. Understanding?
Yeah.
Similarly, all squares are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not squares because there are some parallelograms which are not squares.
Like,
understanding? Like this one. This is a parallelogram but not a square.
because this sum of the interior angles doesn't add up to 360.
बच्चे, that is the property of a quadrilateral. चाहे वो कोई सा भी quadrilateral हो, चाहे वो parallelogram हो या नहीं हो. You're getting confused. Let me just clear things out. ठीक है? See. Imagine if this, or rather, this is a collection. Okay, this is a collection of all quadrilaterals. This is a bag. इस bag में सारे quadrilaterals भर दिए हैं. Okay. Now in this bag there is another bag. This imaginary bag. Okay, this is not real. It's imaginary. There's another bag in which there are parallelograms. Okay, in this bag there are parallelograms. Now there are still some other quadrilaterals left outside this parallelogram wala bag, hai na?
Yeah.
Can you see these that are left outside the parallelograms? These are not parallelograms, but they are quadrilaterals. Yes or no? For example,
Yes.
kites. Kites are not parallelograms.
And also
Okay.
trapezium.
Trapezium, very good. Trapezium. So trapezium and kites, they are quadrilaterals. Yes. Don't kick them out of the quadrilateral family. But are they parallelograms? No, they are not parallelograms. Are you understanding the difference?
Yeah. Because they don't have the properties of parallelogram.
Yes. Now, even in parallelograms, let's zoom in a bit. Okay. Even in parallelograms, there are rectangles. Let's say there's a whole bag of rectangles. Okay. Or I should make it a little bit bigger. There's a whole bag of rectangles.
Rectangles.
Now, if there are some parallelograms which are not rectangles, they will lie over here. Hai na? Is it possible to have some parallelograms which are not rectangles? Yes. Like for example, this one. Okay.
Can you
I,
show like an example of you said right? All parallelograms are not squares. So can you
hmm.
show it like can you show it in a figure how they are not equal?
Huh. Showing you. That's what I'm showing you. Now, there are some rectangles which are very specific rectangles, very special type of rectangles. You know what they are called? They are called squares. Now you think, what is happening here? There are some very special type of rectangles which are called squares. Square and rectangles are not very different things. Rectangle को बस आप rectangle की condition क्या होती है? What is the definition of a rectangle? Tell me.
It is a quadrilateral with
Very good. Just a minute.
a right angle.
Quadrilateral. सिर्फ एक right angle.
No, all the sides are of 90 degrees.
Angles are 90 degrees. All
Yeah,
angles are
sorry,
90 degrees.
angles are 90 degrees.
Opposite sides are
Equal.
equal and parallel.
Yeah, because it is lying under parallelogram.
Very good. Very good, Hiba. And opposite, okay, all of this is done. It's a quadrilateral. It's a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. And angles are 90 degrees. Now tell me one thing. Squares. If you just change this rectangle इस तरीके से कि आप इसके जो ये वाले sides हैं और ये वाले longer sides हैं, आप उनको equal कर दें shorter sides के. Just make them equal to the shorter sides. Is it still a rectangle or is it not a rectangle? क्या rectangle की एक condition ये भी होती है कि सारे sides different होने चाहिए? Is that a condition for rectangle?
No.
No. So we have a special case of a rectangle which is called a square. Is it a quadrilateral? Yes.
Yeah.
Square है ना? Square के
All
सारे
the
angles 90 होते हैं.
yeah, and opposite angles are also equal and parallel.
Opposite
Sorry,
sides
opposite
are equal.
sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
Opposite sides are parallel. Yes.
Yeah.
So it is a square is a rectangle. So that is what I'm telling you. All squares are rectangles. All rectangles are parallelograms. And all parallelograms are quadrilaterals. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Are you seeing how there is one family within another family and that has another family in it? So,
Yeah.
all
With
squares are rectangles.
the sum of the interior angle of a square is like it is how much? 360, right?
You yourself tell me, square is a quadrilateral or not?
It is. So it is
It
360.
is. Yes. So quadrilateral की जितनी भी प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं वो पैरेललोग्राम के लिए भी अप्लाई करेंगी, रेक्टेंगल के लिए भी, स्क्वायर्स के लिए भी, सबके लिए अप्लाई करेंगी because they are all quadrilaterals.
Then why do we say that all parallelograms are not square? It's
हाँ.
because of the interior angles.
No, it's not because of the interior angles. I am showing you all parallelograms are not squares because can you see that there is some empty space left? Are all of
Yeah.
them squares? No. Squares का एक very special portion designated है. Only squares सिर्फ इतने से हैं.
Oh,
Only this
okay,
much is
understood now.
squares. The rest of it, this entire thing, these are not squares, but they are parallelograms. Understanding?
Yeah.
And how? What is the one difference between normal parallelograms? एक जो दूसरे parallelograms होते हैं, for example, ये जो मैंने आपको दिखाया, is square में condition क्या होती है? Square में देखो, where are we going different? Square में the condition is, by see, square is a quadrilateral. Parallelogram भी
Yeah.
quadrilateral होता है. Square में opposite sides are equal and parallel. Parallelogram में भी opposite sides are equal and parallel. But square में all angles are 90 degrees. In this parallelogram, all angles are not 90 degrees. Getting it?
Yeah.
So what is happening here? Some of the जो आप the one thing that you're getting confused in कि interior angle का sum 360. आप इसमें भी चेक कर लो बेटा. इसमें भी interior angles का sum is 360 only. Square में भी interior angles का sum is how much? Rectangle में भी interior angles का sum is how much? Tell me. 90, 90, 90, 90. 90
90.
multiplied by 4 is 360. है ना? 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, 360 degrees. So they are all going to be 360 degrees because of the fact that they are all quadrilaterals. But the only difference between squares and let's say this parallelogram for example is the fact that square में सारे angles 90 होते हैं और parallelogram में in general सारे parallelogram में ये जरूरी नहीं है. जिस parallelogram में, now listen very carefully, if in a parallelogram all the angles are 90 degrees, then that parallelogram becomes a rectangle. है ना?
And a square.
Not necessarily, because अगर आपके पास एक ऐसा ऐसा parallelogram है जिसमें all angles are 90 degrees. मैंने क्या बोला? मैंने सिर्फ इतना कहा कि all angles are 90 degrees. I didn't tell you anything about the sides. I didn't say that all the sides are equal. Did I say that? No.
No, but
है ना?
in square also all the sides are 90 degree. I mean all the angles.
All the angles are 90 degree. That is why square comes under rectangles. Square is a special case of rectangles. But the
So can we
special
say
condition, हाँ बोलिए.
You asked right what is a parallelogram whose interior angles are 90 degree. So
हाँ,
you said
it
it
is
is a rectangle.
हाँ, and you're saying
Can
why
we
is
also
it not
say
a square?
square?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you why not. Let us see the definitions of each of these things. ठीक है ना? First, let's start the definition of parallelogram. जल्दी से बताइए इसकी definition मुझे. Quadrilateral.
No.
Quadrilateral. Then opposite sides
Are
equal.
equal. Opposite angles are
Sides.
equal.
Very good. Opposite sides are parallel. Opposite angles are equal. ठीक. This is the definition of parallelogram. हम सिर्फ definition को देख रहे हैं. ठीक. Done.
Okay.
Definition.
What about that supplementary and diagonals
बच्चे वो
by
प्रॉपर्टी
57?
होती है, वो प्रॉपर्टी होती है, ठीक है. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन.
All right.
अंडरस्टैंडिंग.
Yeah.
नाउ do you understand the difference between property and definition?
Yeah.
Like for example, if I say कि भाई who is Hiba Irfan, if I go into your school and I say who is Hiba Irfan, and if someone says that okay, Hiba Irfan is that girl, she is in this class, okay, that is Hiba's definition. Now if someone starts telling me that Hiba is a hardworking student, Hiba lives in so and so place, and Hiba is, those are all your properties. Understanding? Definition is something
Yeah.
that defines you. That's something that makes you different from everyone else. So anyway, let's just quickly continue. This is a parallelogram. Now rectangle. Rectangle की definition बताइए. It is a quadrilateral.
It is a quadrilateral with all sides. No, all angles is equal to 90 degrees.
Very good. All angles 90 degrees. Opposite sides are equal.
Equal.
Opposite sides are parallel. I'm not going to repeat this entire thing. ठीक है? Fine. Oops, I should not have done that. Just a minute. Opposite sides are parallel. And do we need to write this also? Opposite angles are equal. Do we need to write this?
No.
Because all angles are 90. So obviously opposite angles will be equal. है ना? If all the angles are 90, then opposite angles are going to be equal only, no? In fact, all the angles are going to be equal to each other. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's come to square. Square, definition of square quickly. Again, it's quadrilateral. All angles are 90 degrees.
It is a special rectangle.
Very good. It's a special
No.
rectangle. Yeah, but I'm talking about the definition right now.
It is a rectangle with all the sides 90 degrees. All the angles 90 degrees.
बच्चा rectangle की तो already all the angles are 90 degrees. इसमें कौन सी नई बात है?
In my textbook, we learned the definition like this.
Hiba, tell me the definition of a square, बच्चे. It is a quadrilateral. All the angles are 90 degrees. All the sides are equal. And opposite sides are parallel. Done? All the sides are equal. यही तो specialty है ना square की कि all the sides are equal.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now all the sides are equal. ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ square में है. ये rectangle में कहीं नहीं है. ये parallelogram में कहीं नहीं. That is why that is very important part of the definition of a square. Understanding?
Yeah.
In other words, we can say that a square is a rectangle whose all sides are equal. Can we say this?
Can you repeat it again?
We can say because of this particular thing, because आप देखो, the definition of square and rectangle, the only difference is this yellow one, that square में all sides are equal, but in rectangle only opposite sides are equal. So can we say that a square is a type of rectangle where all sides are equal? अगर कोई ऐसा rectangle है जिसके सारे sides equal हो, एक ऐसा rectangle है जिसके सारे sides equal हो, then it is called a square. Are you understanding now?
Yeah.
So what we were talking about was, now let's see कि parallelogram की definition में rectangle fit हो रहा है कि नहीं. ठीक है? Parallelogram जो होता है वो quadrilateral होता है. Rectangle is a quadrilateral? Yes. parallelogram में opposite side what are we checking? We are checking whether a rectangle is a parallelogram or not. Okay.
Okay.
Opposite sides should be
Opposite
equal.
sides are equal.
In a
and parallel.
parallelogram, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. In rectangle, parallelogram की एक और quality ये है कि उसके opposite angles are equal. And in rectangle also we can see that opposite angles are equal because all of them are 90. 90 is equal to 90, है ना? All of them are.
Yeah.
So can we say that a rectangle is a parallelogram? Every rectangle is a parallelogram. Can we say this? Yes. But can we say that every parallelogram is a rectangle?
No.
No. Why? Because rectangle की definition में all angles should be 90. But सारे parallelograms तो ऐसे नहीं होते ना जिसमें सारे angles 90 हो. That is why not every parallelogram is a rectangle. Are you understanding the difference now?
Yeah, I understood the difference.
Are you understanding how every square is a rectangle?
Yeah, because some of the definitions are like, same.
Every square is a rectangle because not some of the definitions are same. It fulfills
I
all the
understood,
conditions. Yes, it fulfills all the conditions of a rectangle. Rectangle में क्या है? Quadrilateral होना चाहिए. Square is a quadrilateral. Rectangle में all angles are 90. इसमें भी all angles are 90. Rectangle में opposite sides are equal. Square में all sides are equal, but opposite sides are also equal, na?
Yeah.
Square में opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. So square is a special case of a rectangle. So basically, square is a type of rectangle. But are all rectangles squares? No, they are not. There are some rectangles जिसमें opposite sides तो equal होते हैं, but सारे sides equal नहीं होते. समझ में आ रही है बात?
Yeah, I understand now.
All right. So we were talking about the fourth question. Imagine that they are talking about draw a figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram. So it's not supposed to be a parallelogram, but has exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. So let's say this is 90 and this is also 90. I have not drawn it like a 90 degrees, but let's just imagine it is 90 degrees, okay? And let's say this is 60, or not, it won't be 60. It has to be equal to, okay. So let's say this is 120 and this is 60. Is it a quadrilateral? पहले ये check करिए.
Yeah, it is a quadrilateral.
Let me draw it like this. Okay, this is the quadrilateral that we were supposed to make. मैंने उनका सीधा बना दिया इसको. See, there can be many correct answers to this. ठीक है? There can be many correct answers to this. मैंने बस आपको एक example दिखाया है. Over here, this is 90. This is also 90. This is 120. And this is 60. It is a quadrilateral because it has four sides and the sum of the interior angles is 360.
It's 360.
है ना?
If the interior angle is 360, then what will be the exterior angle?
बच्चे exterior angle हमें इसमें exterior angle find करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप चाहें तो find कर सकती हैं, but it's not necessary over here. See, exterior angle की ना, हाँ.
Are there like questions that include the exterior angles of a quadrilateral?
Yeah, there will be. जैसे हमने किया था ना बच्चे starting में, इससे पहले हमारी exercise हमने किए थे ना कुछ क्वेश्चंस एक्सटीरियर एंगल के.
Oh yeah, I remember.
ओके बट सी देखो क्वाड्रिलैटरल के लिए जो कंडीशंस होती है ना, दैट लेट मी जस्ट conditions for a quadrilateral are number one, it should have four sides. है ना, this is the condition of a quadrilateral. It should have four sides and interior angles का sum should be equal to 360. That's it. Exterior angle की कोई condition नहीं होती है for quadrilaterals. ठीक है.
All right.
वो जो हमने किया था प्रीवियस एक्सरसाइज में, दैट वाज फॉर रेगुलर पॉलीगन्स. रेगुलर पॉलीगन्स में हमने देखा था कि नंबर ऑफ measure of the angle is equal to number of sides by 360 by number of sides, है ना.
Yeah.
That was in the previous exercise. Okay. You can try different types of rough figures for this. हिबा, फोर्थ वाले क्वेश्चन को ना आप अलग अलग तरीके से ट्राई करिएगा. ऐसे ट्राई करिएगा कि ऑपोजिट एंगल्स जो है वो इक्वल मेजर होने चाहिए, जस्ट लाइक ओवर हियर these two are opposite angles, है ना, but these two
But I didn't understand.
should not be
I
equal.
didn't understand
You didn't understand what?
the fourth question.
See, the fourth question is saying, देखो इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन आपके एग्जाम में नहीं आएंगे, but still just to clear your concept, they are saying कि आप एक कोई ऐसा क्वाड्रिलैटरल बनाने की कोशिश करिए which is not a parallelogram. ठीक है, पैरेललोग्राम नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये कि ऑपोजिट एंगल्स शुड नॉट बी इक्वल. All the opposite angles should not be equal, but only one pair of opposite angles should be equal. So what you're going to try to do is, let's say you're going to try to do something like this कि चलो if I have 60 degrees over here and
So,
another
so
yes.
for this we cannot draw a square because a square is also parallelogram.
Yeah, exactly. Understood?
Yeah. So we draw like any shape that
Yeah.
has four sides.
Yeah, you can draw any shape that has four sides, but आप इस तरह से करिए कि one pair of opposite angles should be equal. One pair of opposite angles should be equal and the other pair should not be equal. जैसे यहाँ पे 90 and 90 था, but 60 and 120 are not equal. But इस तरह से होना चाहिए कि the sum of all of them is 360, so that quadrilateral होना चाहिए. ठीक है?
All right.
See, how I went about this was, I thought कि चलो let's start with a very basic angle. 90 degrees is a very easy angle to draw, है ना? So I thought of it as चलो this one should be 90 and this one should also be 90. दो angles मिल गए. Then I said, okay, the opposite angles, I have to make them in such a way that they should not be equal. So I cannot make them 90 and 90 again. But they should be, उनका जो sum है, वो 180 होना चाहिए. या फिर इस तरह होना चाहिए कि let's say let me give you another example. ठीक है? Let's say I decided to make जो हमारा equal angles हैं. Let's say I decided to, let me just make a random quadrilateral, okay? Chalo, fine. I made a random quadrilateral. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say कि opposite angles are equal. So let's say if I say that this is 100 degrees and this is 100 degrees. ठीक है? That means अभी मेरे पास 200 हो गए, है ना? Now what this means is my this angle plus this angle, actually first of all they should both be different. But इन दोनों का जब मैं sum करूं तो it should give me 160 degrees. Why? Because I already have 200 degrees with me. 200, 200. So the overall sum of all the four angles should be 360 degrees. इस तरह मैंने सोच के चला. ठीक? So 100 and 100 I have. Are you able to hear me? Hiba, are you there?